If you look at the fear and greed index, you will see that the market is showing that traders are in an extreme fear period. This period of trading is a period of uncertainty. When you listen to the governors of the central banks, especially the Federal Reserve Bank, when they talk about uncertainty. And since Donald Trump came into power, there has been a lot of economic battles. When Donald Trump announced tariffs on Canada, on Mexico, and on China, there is going to be a backlash on the foreign exchange market, the stocks, and every other industry. How do you trade in a period of uncertainty and make sure that your account is not affected? In the month of February, I experienced losing streaks in February. In fact, there was a time I had losing trades up to 3 back to back. So how did I survive this period of uncertainty? Some of my trading accounts went into loss by up to 20%. I had a 20% drawdown in my trading account. It was the last week of February that I was able to win some of my trades and got some of the accounts to break even. And the worst account was at 10% loss. So clearly speaking, I did not make money in February 2025. But one of the things I am grateful for is that the accounts were preserved. So how can you trade during a period of economic uncertainty? Now, my trading system, I used to trade with fundamentals. I analyze the fundamentals to give me the overall direction of the market, whereas I use the technical analysis, time my entries and my exits. So this is very important. But the fundamentals were well in place, only for me to experience a lot of losses, and those losses were due to reactions due to Donald Trump's speeches. I'm not a day trader, I'm not a scalper. Most of my trades remain running for periods of days and sometimes into weeks. I can even keep trades running for months. But when some of the trades were in profit, only for Donald Trump to declare another tariff or a counter tariff, and then you will see that the trades will go down and probably hit your stop loss. So I experienced all that. So these are some of the lessons that can help you to overcome losing streak. This chart here you see is fear and greed indicator. It shows that the forex market and all the online tradings were extremely in fear, and we are still in the extreme fear index. Okay, if it can come out to neutral, we will be good, but this is how it is generally. One of the lessons that can help you to trade safely is proper diversification. In fact, what hurt my account earlier was trading a load of correlated pairs. What I took a trade like euro US dollar, pound against US dollar, and New Zealand dollar US dollar. You know that these three trades go in the same direction. If pound USD is failing, it is most likely that euro USD will be failing as well, and New Zealand dollar US dollar will be failing as well. So one of the lessons is that when you are trading, make sure that you trade with proper diversification. If you have taken a US dollar trade, do not take another US dollar trade. Look for another currency pair that is not closely related to US dollar. So for example, if you have taken pound USD, you can go and take another trade like New Zealand dollar JPY, and then you can look for another trade like AUD CHF. Trade with more diversification in place. This will save you. If one of the trade is going bad, it's very likely that the other ones will not go bad at the same time. Don't just quote me on this. Dalio said that the holy grail of investing is diversification. He said that if you can get up to 15 trading instruments that are not correlated, you can trade with reduced risks. You can even get your risks to zero if you trade with proper diversification. And this is a lesson you should not miss when you are trading in the forex market, especially for swing traders. You know that your trades will keep on running for days and for weeks. Now, number 2 lesson that can help you to overcome and trade safely during a period of uncertainty is proper risk management. So many of the trades I took that went into losses. If some other traders had taken those trades, their account would probably be zero by now. But what helped me is proper risk management. As a rule of thumb, for my larger accounts, I make sure that I risk nothing more than 2% for a given trade. And for those accounts that are smaller, I make sure that I risk nothing more than 5% for a given trade. So if you can ensure that your risk is constant across all your trades. Whether you are trading gold against US dollar, or you are trading euro US dollar, or you are trading AUD US dollar, or you are trading Bitcoin against Japanese yen, make sure that all the trades you take go with the same risks across board. If you risk 2% in one account and you go to another trade and take 10% risk, and you go to another one and take 20% risk, it is going to hurt your trading account. So ensure that your risk is constant. In fact, before you enter any trade, do proper calculation of what is involved. There is always risk in the market. Anytime you place a trade, there are three possibilities. You can either close the trade at break even, you can close with a loss, or you close a profit. And most of the time, you will not be closing at break even. You will either be closing a profit or a loss. Number 3 lesson that can help you to survive in periods of uncertainty is anytime you are trading, make sure that you enter the trades at the right place that you have decided. You are predetermined that you are going to enter this trade at this point. So when the trade reaches your entry point and shows you that it wants to move in your direction, you should enter the trade there. If you spot a trade that has already started moving in profit far away from the entry zone, do not chase that trade. Stay away from it. Another point I want you to understand when you are trading a period of uncertainty is to trade more with pending orders. These lessons are very important to swing traders. Trade more with pending orders instead of instant execution, because pending orders will help you to ensure that you have already calculated the risk and you have already known where you want to enter the trade, and the risk will be minimized. Place pending orders, it will help you. I want to show you what happened on this currency that I traded in February. This particular currency pair, this is pound CHF. Okay, if you look at this trade for a long period of time, it was ranging. It got to this point, dropped, got to this point, dropped again, got to this point, dropped. So I was playing that range, but my fundamentals showed me that the pound was far stronger than CHF, and I should expect this currency pair to break the range and trade upward. So when I come to this chart, I observe that the market has already broken this range here and closed with some candlesticks. And then when it came back to this point, this was the area that I entered one of my trades last week, because from my calculations, I'm expecting that this trade will trade from where it is to around this zone. Let me mark it, this zone. I came to the 4-hour time frame. Let me show you what I did there. And I entered the trade here around this point. I entered the trade around this point, and it went into profit to this point. And then when I saw a red candle, I was expecting that this currency pair will come back to this trend line. So I closed the trade I entered from here in profit and set a pending order exactly at this trend line. So what happened was that on Friday, the market just came straight to the entry point and triggered me in. When I woke up and I checked my MetaTrader 5, I saw that the trade I set the pending order was already running in profit. And this is a lesson you need to understand, that you should trade more with pending orders. And when you're trading with pending orders, ensure proper risk management. Another trade I took was AUD cards. This AUD cards, if you look at this trend line I drew from this point to this point, I extended the trend line down here, and there was a point here which I was expecting to enter the trade. So I set a pending order at the 61.8 fib level, which was here. No, I later saw that there is a trend line at this point. So if this market is going to turn, it's going to hit that trend line and move. So instead of me to be chasing the market down, I simply set a pending order at that point, so a buy limit, and then the market got to that point and triggered me in. One of the things I have observed with trading with pending orders, if you enter at the right place, when the market comes to that point and started shaking, even if the trade will be going into a loss, there is a high tendency that the market can come back. Even if it goes towards your stop loss, it can come back to break even, and you will end up coming out of that trade not being hot. But if you just chase the market and enter the wrong places, it is going to be very difficult for you. Okay, so number 3 lesson I want to explain now is to ensure that you are faithful to your trading system. So many persons in this industry, they have this difficulty that when they take the first trade and the trade hits stop loss, they take the second trade and the trade hits stop loss, they take the third trade and the trade hits stop loss, they begin to lose hope in their trading system. Now, if they were swing traders, they begin to think, okay, maybe I should go into scalping, or I should go into day trading, I should learn smart money concept, I should learn this, I should learn this. There are so many things you can learn in the industry, but you do not have to learn all that. If your trading system has been profitable for you for a long period of time, and it got to a period where it is not being profitable, it does not mean that you should change your trading system. What it probably means is that you should watch and reduce your risk. One of the things you can do when your trading system is not working is to reduce your risk by 50% every time you encounter a loss. Let's say you take Euro USD and it hits your stop loss, and you ensure that you traded exactly the way your trading system tells you it hits stop loss. The next trade you are taking, make sure that instead of taking 2% risk, you reduce the risk to 1%. If that one hits stop loss also, the next trade you should be taking, it should be 0.5%. This way you will not cut your trading account. If you have like 4 trades in a row that are in a losing streak, as the 4 trades are increasing and you are reducing your risk, your account will be safe. And whenever the trade turn and start playing out the way you usually trade, make sure you begin to increase the risk. Every new profitable trade, you ensure that you increase your risk by 2% until you get back to your maximum risk per trade. So this is a lesson that can help you to trade effectively. So if you have any question that you have to ask me, write it on the comment. And if there is a lesson you have learned that has helped you survive during period of uncertainty, I also want to hear about it. Okay, another persons want to learn from you. So write it on the comment. And if this video was useful to you, I want you to subscribe. This month, I will be dropping a lot of trade signals. Tomorrow, I will drop the first fundamental video for the month, and I'll be dropping some swing signals on this channel. So if you're new to the channel, click the subscribe button and be a part of the community. I also want you to enroll into the Weldds Forex Academy. The Weldds Forex Academy has one of the best Forex trading education you will see on the internet. You can go to the website and study at your own pace. The cost of our basic plan for the Weldds Forex Academy is $120, but I am going to give you a 40% discount for people that are joining in this month. You will see a coupon code in the description of the video and on the pinned comment. If you use that coupon code, you're going to get 40% off, and that coupon code only lasts for a period of 7 days. After 7 days, if you use it, it is not going to work again. So take use of the opportunity and enroll into the Weldds Forex Academy. We will be sharing with you trading signals. You will have opportunity to learn at your own pace, even if you have never traded before, from the basic to advanced concept in trading. And we'll be sharing free signals with you, and you will also have access to the Weldds Forex Tracker, all for the people that are enrolling in this month, okay, from now to the next 7 days. So thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one tomorrow.